hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be brought. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch. Patriots in perfection. Western on Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And it's going to make this to the 28th before going down. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down. Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Just a yard left to go on second down. To the air yet again, May. Hits him on the out route. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, it's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Running for it, it's Henderson. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Off the play action, May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Demario Douglas, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. May now from the gun. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to Diggs. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got 1st and goal. Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Here's May. Running a screen for Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Darnold. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
58 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Catch made. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's made in the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
May on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's May. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
May off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's May again. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. when you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line, no gain. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Staying with Walker, and he's across midfield into Patriots territory. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. He's running with it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's keeping it again.
As a quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Walker on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 37-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He was taken down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down. Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. Air it out on 3rd. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Patriots offense all set to go. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Made a throw it. Hits him on the out route. And it's finally forced out of bounds as he gets him up past the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
First and 10. Here's Stevenson. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's May. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold on to play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Darnold. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught. Warner. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 28-yard pickup there. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Seahawks.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. From the gun, Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
4th down.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Here's New England ready once again on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. First down throw for May. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving them backwards to the 9.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. To throw, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Running a screen for Stevenson. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Darnold, first and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Play fake, Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. First and 10. Darnold. He's Cup once more. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Myers' kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down, Seahawks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now an inside give to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 48-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Here's Charbonnet. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They go play action on 1st down. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They give up the gut to Walker. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for two.
The Seahawks will line up for the
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for two, and their lead grows further.
That makes the score Seahawks 21, Patriots 7.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The New England offense running out now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Quick throw completed by May. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it's third down now.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
May now on third down. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. He finds Diggs right side. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, it's May. He's going for it himself. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, May. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Here's May to the air. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. May. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Complete to number 3, Demario Douglas. A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal. Here's May. Catch made. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Trying to throw for it with May. And the touchdown is there, but it's dropped in the end zone from elation to heartbreak, a turnover on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
In truth, Kate, I kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. And they just get the play off. Here's a screen now for Walker. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a second title is within their reach. Offense is set. First and 10. The give now to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. To the ground with Walker. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. A throw right side. Finds Cup. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Motioning left is their running back. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. And again, it's Darnold. It's caught. Barner. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. And he could have a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. He's going to keep this one. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They go with Walker here. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
Brings up
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on second, so that brings up 3rd goal from the 2.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks 28, Patriots 7.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's May on 1st and 10. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 23 on that one. Man, that's a New England 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
May on 1st and 10. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
17 yards.
The big play nets them 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Well, I'll say this,
line.
Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
And they take this in for the score. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake made the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Gallis checks on the extra point. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game.
Patriots 14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Walker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Staying with Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Walker. 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
May try it again here on second. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A pickup of 17. And that's a New England first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
First down, May. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing again, it's May. Escapes the pocket. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season. List of greats who've never made it to this moment. It's enormous. Some of the best to ever do it across 100+ years of football. And those greats could not do what these players have just done.
No, because it was a group, and such a special group, brought together from so many different paths, but have bonded and formed one of these teams so strong together that a Super Bowl became a legitimate possibility for them. This moment never gets old. Fate and circumstance linked together when this season began. And now, with this win, it will link all these guys together forever as champions.
So for our entire crew here at